Thank you, Grant, and welcome all today. First of all, I want to thank a number of people who made this possible. First of all, Fred Platt, if you could stand up again. Fred has been working tirelessly, as has Ann Bose, who's in charge of our fundraising committee. She's down in the back there. I also want to recognize Liz Christopherson, who worked on the communications and the publication for this event. Thank you, Liz. And everybody else who worked to decorate and make this event possible. Thank you. Now, I have a letter here from Senator Gray, which I'm going to read very quickly. It's addressed to Steve Stepanek, Chairman, Hillsborough County Republican Committee. Dear Steve and committee members, Kathy and I are sorry we cannot join you and the Hillsborough Republican team for your Flag Day barbecue. With the 2008 elections behind us, it is time to begin preparations for 2010 midterm elections. The Democrats in Congress and in our state legislature have once again shown that they are the party of high taxes, high spending. The passing of a stimulus package and the recent budget is placing more of a burden in increasing the debt we leave our children and grandchildren. As we move into 2010, it is time to remind the American public that Republicans are the party of fiscal discipline that has so far been lacking in the current Congress and State House. Best wishes for a successful barbecue, and I look forward to working with you as we move ahead to spread our message with the people of New Hampshire and the nation. Sincerely, Judge Gray, U.S. Senate. Speaking of spending, I just want to say a few words before we get going here. And as we all know, spending is out of control. And there's going to be a rally on June 24th. And the theme of the rally is the spending stupid. And it really is. One of the things that, as I've gone around and talked to different groups, that really resonates with the average person, we as Republicans have to understand, we have to attract that 40% of the undeclareds in the middle. And you've got to keep the message concise and simple for them. And what I found is, when I tell them that 4 years ago our budget was $8.4 billion. And the first budget that the Democrats had control over, they increased spending by $1.9 billion to $10.3 billion. And in a recession, when we're all cutting back everywhere we can, we are now going to increase that by another $1.3 billion to $11.6 billion. That's a $3.2 billion increase in 4 years, or 40%. And that is just unexcusable. When we talk as Republicans in the State House, we're talking about not spending cuts. We talk about reducing the increase in spending. But right away, because they proposed a $1.3 billion spending increase, anything less than that is a cut. That's unacceptable. Right now, the most recent survey, states across this nation have reduced last year this real reduction in spending by 2 to 2.2%. And they're predicting another 2.5% reduction in spending this year. That's reduced total reduction in their spending. And meanwhile, we're increasing ours by 40%. That's just totally unacceptable. And we've got to get out there and spread that message to all of our friends, neighbors, and co-workers, and let people know what's really going on in this state. I'm going to read a couple of things. These were editorials from last Sunday. And here are a couple of the bullets. The Democrats have proposed budgets that greatly increase taxes. The Democrats have refused to focus on cutting spending. And New Hampshire does not need gambling and new taxes to balance the budget. Now, was this in the Union Leader? No. This was in the Portsmouth Herald. You know that conservative rag over on the seacoast? Here's a couple of more quotes. The Democrats are threatening New Hampshire's business-friendly environment. And the Democrats are afraid to attack spending. Again, another one of those conservative rags over there in Rochester, the Foster's Daily Democrat. When you get these papers talking about out-of-control spending, you know we've got a problem. And you know that message is starting to resonate with people. So we need to get that message out. Gatherings like this are the beginning, and we need to continue to grow